Welcome to Breaseale's Grocery Bluegrass, located at 5109 Liberty Highway, Pendleton, South Carolina. The weather outside today is 73 degrees. It's cloudy skies. We're expecting some rain, some pretty heavy rains this afternoon. My prompter is not working, so I'm going to have to wing this one. So excuse us for being late. We had some technical difficulties again. And our co-host Allie is on vacation, and we have Mark Stoudemire, my closest friend. He's sitting in today, and we're going to talk a little bit about some musical instruments. We might play you a tune or two. So hold on. Today's weather, the high today will reach 80 degrees, and like I said, partly cloudy skies. There's about a 71% chance of rain around 3 o'clock this afternoon. So get ready for some good rainy showers, which we could use. I just got my garden planted, and so I need the rain to let those vegetables come up. So anyway, we're here at Breaseale Grocery Bluegrass, located 5109 Liberty Highway, Pendleton, South Carolina. And also, I don't have sponsors, but my sponsor for today is Dr. Vic Tomlinson, an oncologist on Highway 81 at the health campus out there. So if you have any of those needs, contact him as well. And our other sponsor is Blaine Albertson with the auction, Jeff Martin Auctioneers. They have auctions, I think, once a month. This Saturday, what time?
9 o'clock.
This Saturday, 9 o'clock, there's an auction. Blaine Albertson will be hosting some of his products online and live this Saturday at 9 o'clock. So make your way out to Jeff Martin Auctioneers in Pelzer, South Carolina. It's a good place. They got a lot of stuff there to sell. And if you got something you want to sell, call him, and he'll be more than happy to put your vehicle, boat, whatever, out there online to sell for you. So anyway, that's our sponsors for today. And we, again, like the co-host, she's on vacation, so she'll be with us next week. And Mark Stoudemire is sitting in for her today.
Hello.
This guy's my best friend and a great musician, great guy, all around wonderful person. So he's going to...
He embellishes. I'll say that. I always say that.
Yeah, he always says, I embellish that, but it's the truth. You can come in here on Saturday night, ask anybody about Mark, and they'll tell you the same thing about him.
Every friend of Don's is a best friend. So he's got some great people that have helped him through the years with Run Breaseales and all of that. So he's got lots of great best friends that have helped you do this.
Maybe great friends, but not best friends. Because best friends, there's only a few of them.
Okay.
You know, so he's one of my best friends, and I don't have but 2 or 3 best friends. So I can name 2 best friends, Mark and David Hall down in West Palm Beach, Florida, a good friend of mine. So anyway, we're going to talk about the bass ukulele.
That's what I was just kind of thinking. Why don't I just kind of explain what a bluegrass bass does, and then I thought if we'd have had time we should have tuned up the big one, and I'd give Donna a little bass lesson, and maybe y'all out there would kind of see how it works too. But we'll just do this. I'll just kind of talk a little bit about the bass ukulele, and what it does in bluegrass. I will probably sing a few tunes, and I'll make chords and play the bass and do a little counting and show you kind of how the bass works into the bluegrass band.
Yeah.
Would that be good?
Yeah, that'd be good. One of the events that I forgot to mention is the Heading Home Festival coming up pretty soon. I don't have the flyer with me, but the Heading Home Festival, maybe I can get him to bring me a flyer up here. Hampton. Good boy, one of my daughter's 4 boys. Good boy right here. Thank you, Hampton. Okay, Heading Home Festival, October 24th, 25th, 26th, 27th, 2024. You can get on their website. It's Headin, Headin, HeadinHomeFest.com. And they have a wonderful lineup of folks. This is their third annual Headin' Home Festival in Swainsboro, Georgia. So get your room down there and stay for the festival. They got one heck of a lineup coming on. Really good lineup. It's Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, and it's a ticketed event. Adult tickets in advance $55, a regular $65 at the door. So make sure you get over to headinghomefest.com. It's a good event. So make sure you make your way down there. And they're great people too. Wonderful family. So all right, well, let's get started with some of these instruments.
Okay. To start, would you get that guitar with a tuner and,
Sure.
and be kind of tuning it up? I want to kind of show a demonstration of how this little instrument actually relates to the standard guitar. So runs on your standard 6-string guitar will also work on the little bass. And while Don's going to get that set up, this is basically a baritone ukulele with 4 bass rubberized. They're like rubber. They're flexible. They're kind of like rubber. And it's electrified. It's got a pickup in it because if you played this without the pickup, it would not be loud enough to be heard with another instrument. You can just hear it yourself. You can practice without the amplifier, but if you're going to play, you have to run this through an amplifier, which we've got a bass amplifier over here that this is being run through. And if you'll listen, it simulates the upright doghouse bass in its sound. I hope y'all can hear that. If it's not loud enough, somebody maybe text in and tell us it needs to be turned up or down or whatever. This is the same tuning as a standard bass guitar, electric bass guitar. It's also the same tuning as the upright double bass is what this is called in orchestra terms. In bluegrass, we call it an upright bass or a doghouse bass or a bass fiddle or various things like that. My dad used to call it a bull fiddle, in fact. But anyway, the first string on this is a G note. The first string on an electric bass and on that upright is the same G note. All right, and now the way I want to show you it relates to the guitar. Don, hit your 3rd string if you're in tune. 3rd, that's 4th, 3rd. There you go, that one.
I gotta look at them.
If you'll hear, okay, you hear that's a G note on the guitar. The 3rd string on the guitar is a G note. The 1st string on this is a G note, but this one is 2 musical octaves below. So if you were playing that note Don's playing on a piano, you would have to go down an octave to the next lower G note, and then 1 more octave to the next lower G note on the piano, and then you would have this tone. Okay, if you'll hit the 4th string. The 4th string on the standard guitar is a D note. Well, the 2nd string on this and the upright and the electric guitar bass is a D note. You hear those are the same note, but again, on the bass it's 2 musical octaves lower in tone, much deeper. Hit the 5th string. That's an A note on the standard guitar. The 3rd string on this little bass and on the big bass and the guitar bass is an A note. You'll hear those are real close together. Same note again. This one is 2 whole octaves below the tone of this one. Now hit the 6th string, the deep bass. The 6th string. There you go. Now we're a little off on this, but you see that's the, I'm not sure who's off. This little bass has a tuner. I had tuned it up. I think I'm right. There's your picking it up. That's an F note. That's why you're sharp. That's F. Turn it down. You're reading the F as an E. Turn it down. There you go. Now you're in the neighborhood. Now,
Rounds off a lot. Yeah.
See, now they sound the same because Don, the tuner, the F looks like an E on the tuner, and Don had a perfect F, but it wasn't rhyming with my E here. So now it does. So the 6th string on the guitar is an E, the 4th string on this is an E, the 4th string on the upright is an E, and the 4th string on the bass guitar is an E. So that's kind of how they relate. So if you know about how to play the guitar, your chords and all, you really know your chords on this because they're equal to the 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th strings on the guitar. So for example, if I were making G on a guitar, I would go like this. You see, that's a G chord on this too. If I were making a C, I would make it like this. Now that's not. Oh, that's a C chord, same as it would be on a guitar. And the D chord on the guitar is usually only on the 1st strings, and you have to do the 2nd. That's a D note on the upright. So, all that to say is the same chords that are on the guitar are on the basses as well. Now, when we're playing bluegrass, bluegrass wants the bass to hit on the 1st beat of the measure and the 3rd beat of the measure. Most bluegrass, most old-time Americana and bluegrass music counts 1, 2, 3, 4. 4/4 time, 4 beats per measure. A quarter note gets 1 beat. So if I'm hitting on 1 and 3, my G chord is the first 2 strings open on this, because part of the G chord on the guitar is the 3rd and 4th strings open. Because when you make your G chord on the guitar, you don't fret either one of those. So the G note, which is the key note, that's the key we're in, you're going to hit that on the 1 beat of each measure, and you want to hit what is known as the 5 note of the G scale on the 3 beat of each measure. Well, the 5 note, the musical alphabet, getting into a little theory here, the musical alphabet is A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Then it starts over at A an octave higher. Same note, but the tone's an octave higher. And if you really want to see that, go to a piano or a keyboard and hit that same note relative to the black keys, and you'll see what an octave is. Okay, so on the 1 count, I'm going to hit that note, the G note. I said the 5 note, G, A, B, C, D. See, I just count on my fingers. I start with G, starts over at A, it's 2, B, C. D is the 5th note of that G scale. So my D note is the 2nd open, so I'm going to count it and do like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a well-beaten path on the... Now we're going to go to a C chord, and we're going to hit the C note, which is the 1 of the C scale. The 5 note of the C scale is going to be C, D, E, F, G when you count up. Well, the 1st string open is a G. So I'm going to use the C note, which is the 3rd fret of the 3rd string of this bass. So I'm going to go, there's a well-beaten path on the sea, old mountainside where I... Now we're going to go to what's called the 5 chord, which again, that's a D chord. It's the 5th note of the G scale. G, A, B, C, D. And we're going to hit the D note on the 1 of the measure. And the D note's 5 note is A, D, E, F sharp, G, A. So A is the 3rd string open, so except for this 1 note on C chord, we're playing all open strings. So if I do the whole song, there's a well-beaten path, here's a C, old mountainside, here's a D where I wondered when I was a G, back to G. Okay, sing it.
All right, let's do it.
Don's going to sing with me, and I'm going to play bass on it and let you hear it. That's Don's favorite song, and I think a famous professional banjo player, I heard her say that she thought that might be the most played song in Bluegrass is Blue Ridge Cabin Home.
Yeah. Yeah, there's about 62 cabin songs in Bluegrass. This is number 4, I think.
I think so,
Bunch of them.
we play those all the time. This is an old Flat and Scruggs song, so Don, you just start singing, I'm going to play with you.
There's a well-beaten path on the soul mountainside where
D chord,
I wandered when I was
G chord,
there I wandered along
C chord,
days I'd call home and those
D chord,
bridges far
G
away.
chord. Oh, I love those hills of old Virginia. From those Blue Ridge hills I did roam. When I die, won't you bury me on the mountain, far away near my Blue Ridge mountain home. You want to do the second verse and do one more verse?
Yeah. I returned to that home.
C chord, D chord, G chord again,
When I die, won't you bury me home?
C chord, D chord, G chord. Oh, I love those hills of old Virginia. From those Blue Ridge hills I did roam. When I die, won't you bury me on the mountain, far away near my Blue Ridge mountain home? Let's tag it. Just far away near my Blue Ridge mountain home. Okay.
That was good.
That's pretty good. Now that sort of shows you, now every now and then, if I'm on the key note, like if I'm in a G chord, I'll hit the G more than once in a row, like I did once or twice in that song, because sometimes it just seems to work. But that's your musical judgment that comes in. Like I'll show, there's a well-beaten path on the old mountainside where that time in both the G chord and the C chord, I hit the key note 2 times at the end instead of going back to the 5 note again. So that's your judgment that comes in there.
Yeah.
Okay, now, real quick, that's what a bluegrass band, really a rock band, a country band, that's the basic that they all need. That's basic bass is the 1 tone and the 5 tone. We could do another song. Dooley was a good old man, he lived below the mill. Dooley had 2 daughters and a 40-gallon still. See, I'm doing the same thing. That was just the 1 in the 5 note in G, the 1 in the 5 in C, and the 1 in the 5 in D. Again, you just count up the scale from your key note. If you're in a C chord, your key note for that chord is going to be C. That's your 1 tone. C, D is 2, E is 3, F is 4, and G is 5. So I'm going to hit a G note on 1 and a 5 note on 3. I'm going to hit a G note on 1. I mean a C note on 1 and a G note on 3. So that's really the basics that they need. However, you'll hear bass players do what's called walking the dog and slang, or do your guitar runs. Like Don can do G runs and all that all day on the guitar. Well, I can do the same things on this.
Yeah.
So let's play that. You got another song? Let's play another song, and I'll put a few, I'll see if I can put some runs in it. Walk the dog a little bit more.
Which song walks the dog?
Either one. How about the Little Cabin Home on the Hill?
Yeah.
Tonight
Yeah.
I'm alone.
Yeah. Tonight I'm alone without you, my dear. It seems there's a longing for you still. I just keep it there so I won't be alone in our little cabin home on the hill. Oh, someone is taking me from me and on the hill. In our little cabin home on the hill.
There we go.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
All right. There you heard me doing quite a few runs, kind of walking on the dog, doing a walking bass, a lot. I believe we're almost out of time. Is that a 2?
Oh, we got 2 more
Oh,
minutes.
we were almost out of time.
We're almost
Well,
out of time. Didn't know we were that far ahead.
Okay, I'll close out. You've seen what I do in bluegrass. That's the way I play the bass, and it's pretty basic and simple. And it adds some to walk the dog to walk. But if you're behind a singer like Don, I probably did too many runs behind his singing. I've heard it complained about bass players that they want to play all over it. You know, want to play the melody and they want to do all the walking and all. Your basic bluegrass bass is 1 and 5. Do that one more time. A chorus of that same song, Little Cabin Home. Someone.
Okay. Someone is taking from
I'm just doing 1s and 5s, and this is your
and
basic.
left me here all alone. Just
1,
listen
5
to the
in
rain.
G, 1, 5 in C, and 1, 5 in G. D.
In our little cabin home on the hill.
Okay. All right, that's a quick bass lesson for
Yeah.
y'all. Now I'll turn it back over to Don.
Yeah, thank you, Mark.
With about a minute to go here.
Yeah, I love this guy. He's got so much talent in music, and just
He embellishes.
it just goes on and on with his talent. He plays the banjo, he plays the guitar, the ukulele. I mean, anything with a string, this guy can play it. You take a 2x4 and put a couple strings on it, he'll make music out of it.
He's embellishing because I cannot play that sitar, that Indian sitar in the
Oh,
corner.
yeah.
You probably see it back there. That's from India. That's a sitar like Ravi Shankar played, and I can't do a thing on it.
Okay, I think we're about out of time. Thank you for watching the show today, and be back with us next week, same time, 11 a.m. for the Don and Allie show. So hope you can join us. Bye-bye.
Bye.